Good morning. I'm still sleepy, but I did make my bed messily. It's 6 a.m. I'm jumping in the shower. Matt is already on his way to my place because we're going together. Ta-da! I'm totally ready. I'm still a little bit sleepy, but I'm totally ready, and Matt's gonna be here any minute. So look at my car. That's about as empty as my car gets. So we have arrived. That is the entrance to the Puyallup Fairgrounds. And we have excellent parking, but we are not the first ones here. Here, hold the line for a minute. Hey. And there's Kurt and Kelly.
So excited.
Bright and shiny. And then somewhere is Tom. He's the owner. And there's Tom.
I wouldn't have known if it weren't for you.
I didn't know either. I had to ask.
Yeah, but you did fine.
So this quickly became my favorite booth, and I know what you're gonna say. I left behind so much valuable glass. Honestly, it's not a genre I've ever collected, even though I recognize it as Fenton. And we were moving so quickly, I couldn't identify the values. But honestly, at this point, I need to educate myself. I know, she's got good stuff. Yeah. How much are these?
$6 each.
$6 each.
Yep.
Here was another booth where I bought quite a few little items, but I cannot believe I left behind that brass bathtub, which I have sold in the past, and that brass dog. These,
Okay.
I will take this.
Okay. It's a planter.
It's a planter. What, could you do 15 on that? You got 20?
Okay.
Okay. And then I will take him,
Okay.
and I will take that.
I think it's on the bottom.
7. Could you do 5?
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna set a pile right here. I was really fascinated with these goblets, and for some reason I really wanted them, but I left them behind. So this was an absolutely stunning piece of needlework surrounded by aqua blue velvet. in this amazing gold gilt frame for only $10. And Matt and I debated over it, and he finally took it home. It's so cool. Oh, wow. So I was so happy to find this booth. This really sweet lady, her mom was born in 1924, and all the clothes that I bought were her mom's from the 60s and the 70s, and they were in mint condition. So I have to get this lamp for $5.
Oh, good.
Could I make a pile?
Yeah.
Could I hand that to you?
Yes.
Thank you. This cute little box. Could you do 5 on that
Yes,
one to
ma'am.
make it an even amount? All right, I'm gonna set that right there. Isn't this? It's gorgeous. I don't know what I'm gonna wear it with, but I love it.
Thank you again. Hold on. Show my money.
I know. I
coming home
watched a
to me.
video of them. They're
have a whole
fabulous. Isn't this? It's gorgeous. I don't know what I'm gonna wear it with, but I love it. Yes. Oh my gosh. Those are so fun.
That's fine.
What? I know. I saw that. I love it.
That was one of so I worked with a bunch of jewelry designers.
And is this one? I mean, it looks vintage, but the back,
not. It's
but the
J.
back
Crew.
does not look
Yeah,
vintage.
it's probably vintage inspired.
They did a good.
25 for this.
Look at these. These are fabulous. I know
Treasures.
they're fabulous. So Matt got those for how much?
$20 a pop.
$20 a pop,
Yep.
and they are so pretty. Oh. So Matt got those chairs, and I'm glad he did because I love them, and I would have snapped them up. So it is now almost noon, I think, and it is super crowded in here. Once again, the organizers, who are so sweet, have put on an amazing event. It is almost 1:30, and look at the cars. They just keep coming and coming and coming. Oh my gosh. I literally had to drive into the fairgrounds because we have so much stuff that I have to load close up. I'm trying to figure out where my friend Matt is. Where is he? Way down here more. Okay, I'm gonna start moving stuff around here. Oops. All right, the car is jam-packed. This is Matt's. The beautiful chairs are his. And I have everything from like mid-century modern to eclectic to organic to, did I say mid-century modern? Old world, cottage core. It's just a little bit of everything. and I'm just thrilled with my purchases. So if you're new here, my name is Abigail and I own a vintage and antique store in Poulsbo, Washington. I have an antique booth in Seattle, Washington. I sell on almost all the major platforms, but my favorite right now is Etsy, and I do have a coupon code. It is LOVEITBUYIT, and it saves you 15% on your whole purchase. And if you're not following me on Instagram, you should, because I post content almost every single day, and I'm actually thinking about doing some Instagram sales because I have so much inventory right now. There's not enough room in my store, my booth, and not enough time to list everything online. So go over there and follow me. It'll be fun. So this haul is so huge and so amazing that I can't show you everything, but I'm going to show you the very best, and then I'll do a montage at the end so you can kind of see a little bit of everything. And as always, if there's something you're interested in, just email me. That's the best way to get a hold of me. My information is down below. So right off the bat, and this didn't even come from Thriftapalooza, I actually did 3 big buys this week. Well, a small one at Lander Street Vintage where my antique booth is, and then a big one at one of my favorite stores, Abraham's Charity House in Bremerton, and then of course there was Thriftapalooza. So anyways, so much good stuff. So the first thing that I have to show you is this wonderful hand-turned bowl. It is heavy. It's got 2 types of wood. Don't ask me what type of wood it is. I have no idea, but it is absolutely gorgeous. And you could tell it's an older piece because the felt on the bottom is this yellow color. I also got this Costa Boda votive candle. Now, I don't know anything about glass, but I knew it was something special. And so anyways, it does have the tag on the bottom. I liked it without even seeing the tag, but it says Costa Boda, and it is from Sweden, and it is fabulous. Also from Lander Street Vintage is this studio pottery. Is it a vase? Is it a utensil holder? Was it a canister? Because it kind of looks like it used to have a lid. But I absolutely fell in love with the color and the form on this. And to me, these look like hands hugging this little jar. So I got multiple sets of barware, which I was thrilled about, because if you watch my videos, like you should watch the last video, it's a good one. But if you watch my videos, you know we sell a lot of barware. But this is even better because it is a tray, and these I don't come across very often. This one is in mint condition. It is fabulous. So you put your glasses here, and then this is kind of like a serving tray. Anyways, very cool. It is a hooked rug with this mountain scene in a sunset. It is so cool. And the reason I bought this is because we just redid the front of the store because we sold a ton of furniture, and there's a lot of wood going on, and we really need a pop of color. So I was really happy to get this. So I saw these at a booth I picked up some cups from, and I circled back. I finally bought them. They're these tiki, it's a tiki spice rack. Look at that. And it's a whole set of spices. And I hesitated the first time because it has a chip. I'm gonna paint it, and then I'm gonna disclose that it does have a chip. But the reason I bought it, even with the chip, is that these are really rare, and they comp for $80 or more. So there's really none listed, maybe one. The one that sold, I think, was like $88. So the next items I have to show you are some kitty cats. I love cats.
I don't know if you know that. Anyways, I got this little tiny atomic kitty. He's so cute. And obviously I paid $3 for him. I also got this amazing jaguar planter. It is so cool. And these are valued, oh, I don't know, approximately like $67, $80. And actually it has a hole. So it was once a lamp. So I wonder if I could like order a lamp part and actually put that behind it. Anyways, these are amazing sellers. If you ever find any Black Panthers, these are hot. And I got this one, which is really funny. I paid $15 for him, and I wasn't sure what he was, but he's not that old. He is from 1997, and he was meant to hold a toilet brush cleaner. So anyways, really unusual. And I actually bought an onyx jaguar. I was so excited about him. I paid $17. When I went back to pick him up, he had fallen and broken, and I was just bummed. I got these pieces from the same vendor. They're just kind of like these mid-century modern candy dishes. I paid $5 for this one and $8 for this one. And it's funny because I had bought glassware from them last year and I recognized them this year. And then I also bought a genie bottle. These are so hard to find, and I only paid, I don't know what I paid, but it says Italy on it. Oh, and I paid $15 for it. So I don't know if I got a deal on this one because it's not working, but it is vintage 1935 or 1930s Herman Miller clock. And I had no idea, but these are very, very valuable. It says non-working, and I'm going to disclose that, but I'm still gonna put a really a high price on it because these are rare and extremely collectible. So the last eclectic item I want to show you, it is like hippie chick, 1970s, like amazing stuff. It is this hand-tooled leather purse, and look at the design. It is incredible, very 1970s. And are you named Vicky? Because this was Vicky's purse. It is so cool. I so wanted to keep this, but I use a crossbody at all times because I'm so forgetful. I have left stuff behind left and right, including my purse. And so I am going to let this go, but it's not going to be inexpensive, probably because I really want to keep it. But I'm gonna put at least like $135 on it. I forgot, I also got these really cool bongos. Aren't those amazing? okay, I did a quick little wardrobe change and we are on to the next genre, which is more like cottage core, farmhousey, Americana, all the good stuff. I got this little copper jar canister at Lander Street Vintage. I think I paid $7.50 for it, and I got this really pretty brass one. Now I can't remember where I got this one, but I love it, and it says tea on it. These depression glass green salt and pepper shakers, again from that favorite booth of mine. They are really, really nice. And I don't know what these are running for right now, but I was excited to get them. Just adds a pop of color to wherever they're gonna go. I got this at Thriftapalooza. So decoys are in, and this one is hand painted by somebody, whoops, to Alice from Ruth in 1967. And so it is just perfect, and decoys are really in right now, so I was really happy to get that. It's such a good deal. I got this salt holder, and it hangs from a wall. So the very first booth that Matt and I went to turned out to be my favorite booth. I bought a ton of stuff from her. This was the first piece I bought. I paid $40 for it, which I think is a really, really good deal, because look at this. Oh, it's upside down. Look at this. I have to lean all the way back because it's so big. It is incredible. Like the colors. Oh my gosh. This is an original painting. It's on canvas. It is framed so beautifully. I love this. I got this at Abraham's Charity House, and you can see, maybe you can tell, I can tell from my end that this is got a lavender tinge to it. It is a very unusual glass canister, and this was actually, or it's actually a humidor, and they had a bunch of them. I only bought one because I was trying to save my pennies for Thriftapalooza, and it was 50% off, so I got it for $15. But a kitchen would look so good with this, a whole bunch of them like lined up on a shelf. These are amazing. These are old scoops made of metal and wood, and look at the patina on the wood. Oh my gosh. These are so good. They are incredible. I got some wood items. I love this old drawer. It was only $4. I may just keep that to display things in. And then these I think are resin, and I don't think they're that old, but they're very cool. I think these ones are going onto an Instagram sale that I'm doing this week. To me, this looks like wood, but she said this was a gourd, but doesn't it look like wood? I don't know. There was something about it that I really liked, and I can't even tell you what I paid for it, but I know I got it at Thriftapalooza. Got this amazing vessel at Lander Street Vintage. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it is heavy. It has so much weight to it. And I don't know what you would call this design. I want to call it a lotus. It isn't marked on the bottom, except for whoever bought it put like number 6,000. Anyways, it is really wonderful, and it definitely has a ton of age to it. I also got some baskets. I got this huge one. This is an Adirondack pack basket, like a big foraging basket. This actually wraps around here and then goes on your back. It is huge, but I bought it because I'm like, it would make a great gigantic hanging basket, and that's why I bought it. And then I also bought this old Creole basket, and now, you know, I don't actually know how old it is. That's pretty old. Anyways, I paid $10 with a slight discount, so I got that one. And then I just got this little sweet little hanging basket. Very simple, but very cute. So I only have one more tiny haul for you. This one is really romantic and old world. Oh, love it. Love it too. So I got this mirror, and at first I thought it was resin, but now I think it is actually wood. It is really beautiful. It is scrolly. It is so lovely. And I paid $6 for that. And everybody was commenting as I was walking down the aisle. Everybody loved that mirror. Then I got this absolutely gorgeous old celluloid photo album. My gosh, this year I think I found, this is my second celluloid photo album that I picked up. And I paid $10 with a slight discount, and it's got pictures on the inside. So it is so lovely because of the red flowers, which is really unusual. And then I think I got a couple of these, but here's one of these like old vintage sewing baskets from like the 1930s, 1940s. Now somebody painted this, and I actually liked it because it's lavender, and then it's got this bird on the front, and I cannot tell you what I paid for it, but it was at that favorite booth of mine. The other item I got from Lander Street Vintage is this stunning painting. It is also so beautiful. I really wish, as always, that I could keep it. It is just fabulous. And it is very vintage. You see it's got nails instead of staples on the back, and you could see that the canvas has aged, but the colors are still brilliant. Absolutely love this. So was this absolutely beautiful antique velvet box. It is not perfect. It is actually made, the frame is made of paper, and so it is a little dented on the bottom, but my gosh, look at the velvet on that. It is scrumptious. So I had to get it because I love like really old brittle things from like the Victorian era, and that's where I think this one came from. I also got this marble. Is it marble? Probably marble, but it's this pink marble, very Hollywood Regency, like lighter. It's very sweet, and it has $10 on it. I don't know if that's what I paid for it. It must have been like first, yeah, like love at first sight kind of thing, because typically I would never pay $10 for a lighter. Now these are incredible, and these are probably also very early 1900s, but it is this set of cranes. It's a figurine, and you know, they look like brass, but I'm wondering if they're bronze and not brass. So bronze with and a brass overlay, because you could see right there that the brass color is wearing off, but underneath it, I think they're bronze. And so it says cranes on the back, just in case you don't know, and it's got like this orange felt. But anyways, these are really, really wonderful. Got this sweet little book. I pick up old books because I love the detailing on them. This says the Lyric Gems of Scotland with music. Very sweet. I actually paid $5 for that one. I got this very romantic dresser box. It's all wood, gilt wood. And then it's got this lady who's like lounging on the settee, and I paid $5 for it, and it lifts up, and it's basically like a jewelry box. So I got these for myself. So these are pearl handled appetizer forks and spoons. They are precious. Look how gorgeous they are. And these could very well be sterling silver, not plate, but sterling. I got the tiniest, sweetest little Bible. Look at that. Is that not the most beautiful thing? It is from 1907. It is so pretty. I may wind up keeping this one. And this very sweet little purse. I rarely pick up fancy purses, but there was something about this, probably the clasp. And inside is a little change purse. And that's what the inside looks like. It is just very, very pretty. I see these all the time. Matt picks them up all the time. Eventually he says he's going to have a sale. I keep encouraging him to do that because he has thousands of purses, but I rarely pick them up because they hadn't been selling for a very long time because of COVID. People weren't going out and they weren't dressing up, but I think finally they're starting to sell, which is good because I love them and I love buying them. And then the last thing I have to show you for this haul is this amazing magazine rack. It is so cool. It is probably from the 40s. It is heavy. It is brass. It has these wonderful feet. And what did I pay for it? I paid $12. So next week, I'm doing Thriftapalooza number 2 because yes, it was so good. I actually went back the next day because I knew the vendors were going to do huge discounts. So stay tuned for that one.